What's up, everybody, and welcome to another trading analytics video. I'm Trade Runner, and man, this was an incredible week in the stock market. We had massive moves coming from the bull side. All major tickers, from the indexes to the Mag 7, had an incredible way to close out the week. But before we go into what we're going to discuss, if you guys haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content, because it really does help the channel out. Also, if you guys haven't already, check out our Discord server. Link to that is in the description of this video, as well as in our channel bio, where we've had just another incredible week. And we're going to talk about some of the tickers that we played throughout this course of this video as well. So again, the link to that's in the description of this video. Now let's get to the content. So SPY itself had an incredible recovery from being pretty much being a bear haven for 2 weeks, right? We were getting beaten down bad with this looming recession fears and the rate cuts overall kind of getting pushed back and jobs numbers not being what we thought. But we saw an incredible recovery off of this double bottom here, as you can see on the chart. Double bottom bounce. We cleared the neckline of the double bottom and rocketed all the way up. Now, closing above 558 was a very bullish thing for SPY, because it really realistically puts a retest of 565.40 back in the cards, which was our next key level of resistance. If you actually zoom out and look at the daily on SPY, that level would also represent pretty much a triple top for the ticker. So unless we're ready to rocket to all-time highs again this month, which I don't think is happening, I do expect a pullback to happen as we near that 565 level. But I think going into Q4, the second half of Q4, we're going to see a nice rally and close the year at all-time highs. So that's what I have on SPY. Again, double bottom neckline break just played out like a gem. So let's jump over here to the Qs. QQQ, as you can see here, similar chart to SPY, not necessarily a clean double bottom, but a nice break off of the retest of the 447 support. So the 447 support was a very important level, which we'll see when we zoom out, because it represented a key area for bulls to defend. Should they have lost that, then we're in for some major blood. Now, again, with Microsoft or with QQQ, similar to SPY, you see that we reclaimed a key level, and that was 474, as evidenced by the orange coloration here. But I do think, also in a similar vein, that QQQ has a little bit more room to the upside than SPY does, because we're much further away from all-time highs than we are on SPY, right? So Qs, if you zoom out, look at the daily chart here, I do expect that we could retest and go up to 485 reasonably soon, which would represent, again, we're bouncing off of this key 447 support line, which, as you see here, we lose that, we were falling off a cliff, right? But I do expect us to kind of retest 485 and then see if the bulls have enough strength to reclaim 485 as a key support level, and then use that to bounce up and retest the all-time highs here, which would represent essentially this double bottom area breaking through that neckline, which was a previously double top zone. So that's what I got for QQQ. Now let's jump over to one of my favorite tickers, and that's Microsoft. So this one we actually played in our Discord server on Friday. We were actually doing some live trading, and we took a beautiful entry off of the 1 hour time frame. So if you look at it here, I had it marked out for candle close over 428 as a bullish indication for the move to the north side, and we took that, right? We got the candle close here, took an entry here, and this candle was all she wrote, right? And the fact that we closed above 430 is extremely bullish, because for me, I think I have 433 in the cards for Microsoft, and I do believe that that's going to be something that occurs as early as Monday afternoon. But I actually have it charted out to happen by Tuesday. I do think that with the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, we're going to see a little bit of volatility going into that date. And, you know, the ultimate Fed rate cut decision being announced as well. It's going to be an interesting second half of September. But again, with Microsoft just looking purely off of the chart, we had a nice inverted head and shoulders here, breakout, and we reclaimed several key levels, right? We're trading around 397. Had we lost 397 is a critical level for Microsoft. And the fact that we were able to regain some support prior to losing 397 and reclaim 410, that was a sign that bulls were ready to defend in full force. So nice. We got a nice entry here at 428 for a push to the upside, and zooming out, looking at the daily, you'll see how much room we have to run. Now, one thing that does concern me on Microsoft, and this actually plays out for the total market. I actually even talked about it on Stock Twits. I was discussing the head and shoulders that you see here on the daily chart. And the fact of the matter is that even though I do expect us to retest 433, 433 would just represent a lower high from the previous zone. And if you see here, 433 also represents pretty much a perfect top of that previous shoulder on the ticker. So that's why I have 433 charted out on Microsoft. I do think, again, we're in our calls. We hit 30% just intraday on Friday. I do think that we can see some more upside as well. But the grand slam target overall, if we're able to clear 433 with some volume, is 440. And I do think 440 would represent that nice consolidation area for the bears to step in and to prevent Microsoft from regaining and retesting new all-time highs. Now, the final ticker I want to talk about is my favorite ticker in the stock market, and that is Google. So Google, as you guys all know, has been the worst performing Mag 7 stock of the last half of Q3, right? It has been getting beaten down, slapped up, and spit out by all members of investors, right? But for me, and I usually try to play Google at least 3 times a week, but I actually stayed away from it for 2 weeks for a very, very important reason. I wanted to see if we were going to go and close this gap here at 144. We actually did not. We got to 147, and then from 147 we caught a bit of a minor support, and we're able to reverse through it here. Now, I purposely waited for entries on going bullish, even though we caught support here, because I wanted to see if we were going to be able to reclaim the key level at 153. If we reclaim 153, in my eyes, 157 was going to be in the cards. And again, I talked about that on Stock Twit, talked about it on our Discord server. And once we got the daily candle close above 153, I was like, oh, I'm bullish on Google. We got to go longs. So I actually ended up taking 155 calls off of that break of the 153 level on the daily close. Massive candle up. You see we closed above 158. And looking here in the hour chart, you see that we had a nice little cup and handle forming. Also could be the beginning pattern of an inverted head and shoulders. But a daily close above 157 was very, very bullish for this ticker as well. So I do think 161 is in the cards. And if we can reclaim 161, Google, which again has been the most downbeaten ticker in the Mag 7, should be able to reclaim and bounce off of those daily oversold levels to establish itself near mid-term support above 160. So that's what I got for you guys today. This is a little bit of a weekend update heading into the weekend. And I do believe that this upcoming week with FOMC, the Fed rate decision, everything else is going to be a very, very exciting time for traders. Lots of money to be made on the market. And I do think that we're going to continue to see some bangers, right? So again, thank you guys all for watching. If you guys haven't already, again, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a ton so we can continue to pump out more types of content for you like this. And also, once more, link to our Discord in the description of this video as well as in our channel bio. You guys heard me talk about all throughout the video. Go stop by and give us a look. In any case, I've been Trade Runner. This is Trading Analytics. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.